but it should be cool. So sometimes Wylie's hitters will be hitting the volleyball at least towards our vantage point. Other times we'll be looking at their backs and watching them play some defense here against the Coyotes, the Lady Coyotes of Wichita Falls High. This broadcast of Wylie Volleyball, District 4 5A. Wylie now in a 5A district. It is a production of our company, Bulldogs Live Online, at the website, bulldogsliveonline.com, where we have streaming audio and also the app. You can download the app, the Bulldogs Live Online app. Encourage you to download it to your phone, tablet, or other mobile device. You can download it for free at the App Store for you Apple users or Google Play for the Android. And this one is big because Wylie, if they get this one, they would naturally square their district record as they've played 5 games, but only going to play 8 as we're down to the last 2 weeks. It's gone pretty quickly, in my opinion, as time sometimes seems to fly by. But the last 2 weeks of the volleyball season are upon us. And for Wylie, right now, scheduled games, they have 3 of them. They have your normal Tuesday, Friday this week, a match tonight, a match at home on Friday. That's going to be a big one. We'll talk later about the big home match this Friday. And then a week from tonight, next Tuesday, the final game of the regular season. Wylie is on the road, but on the road in Abilene because they're going to Cougar Gym. It'll be Wylie at Cooper to finish out district play. So those are the 3 matches, and the middle one is Ryder, by the way. So we're playing Wichita Falls tonight, home for Ryder, and then at Cooper. But Wylie can get this win if they take care of business, as the old saying goes, because they're ahead of this school in the standings. Wichita Falls High, their volleyball team has yet to win in this district, but it's a very tough volleyball district, even with just the 5 schools, Wylie and Cooper. You top in Aledo. Aledo is great. And then the 2 Wichita Falls schools, Wichita Falls Ryder, and the one tonight, Wichita Falls. But they're 0-6. That's right, winless in district is Wylie's opponent tonight, 0-6 in district. So they've just got 2 left, while Wylie's still got 3. Wylie's record after 5 district games is 2-3. And so if they get this win, they'll not just square up and be 500 after 6 games, which in this district would be pretty good at 3-3. That's the goal naturally, to be 3-3. But 1 game will eliminate Wichita Falls High. Wichita Falls High still has a lot to play for, is what I'm saying. And I know Wylie and Wylie head coach Shay Cox have talked about that. Mathematically, they are not eliminated at 0-6, especially if they beat Wylie, if they beat us tonight for their first district win. So that makes it all the more dangerous, as this is also their final home game, and it's senior night for the Lady Coyotes of Wichita Falls. And it's just a team that is, I expect to lay it all out here, and it's not a team that can't win. We've seen them in the first meeting, even though Wylie did sweep. Wylie in the first matchup in Abilene defeated Wichita Falls in 3 sets, in straight sets. But it wasn't just a scrub team by any means. And so this is your classic danger game, in my opinion. There goes that bass. It's very loud, by the way, very, very loud. And they really get it going here at Coyote Gym. But it's one where Wylie, it's a Tuesday night. It's the middle of the week. We are up in Wichita Falls. It's kind of a blah atmosphere, if you will, with the rain and everything. It's just got everyone feeling a little down, and so they have to shake that off. They have to be ready to play fast from the start. Let's get out to a quick start in the opening set. Put Wichita Falls behind. Make sure this crowd, it's not packed, but there is a contingent here wearing the red, as Wichita Falls colors are kind of red and black, the red and black of Wichita Falls High. But there's some red in the stands naturally for the last home game for Wichita Falls. Again, on the court, that's so cool on the hardwood as I look down upon it, as everyone in attendance that's a fan looks down on the court, it says The High School in big all cap letters. So we're at The High School, Wichita Falls, and your Wylie Lady Bulldogs. Again, they can clinch at least no worse than 4th. They can clinch a playoff spot tonight. They win and get into the playoff scenario, and then kind of see if you can settle in with maybe beating Ryder, certainly, but that'll be tough. And then that game for Cooper, against Cooper, looking like that one is going to be maybe for third place. Pretty much the two top seeds, and they're battling it out tonight, are Aledo and Wichita Falls Ryder. And Ryder beat Aledo, so Ryder is the first place team in this district, and they're playing again tonight here in Wichita Falls. So that is, there's two games going on. Aledo at Ryder tonight here in Wichita Falls, and WYLIE at Wichita Falls High. Ryder's 5-0. And to give you perspective, WYLIE 2-3, but Ryder 5-0. There goes some feedback at Old High. Then Aledo 5-1. They've actually played one more district game with the staggered schedule. WYLIE 2-3. Cooper 2-4. As Cooper did lose this past Friday when WYLIE was off. Then Wichita Falls, our opponent, is 0-6. So again, chance to kind of solidify third, even though again that's a match against Cooper looking like it could decide third and fourth place. But first things first, naturally, get the playoff ticket punched. Punch your ticket today or tonight to the postseason with a win over Wichita Falls. We'll take a break here. I think they're going to have some of the pregame introductions. Might even, they look like the parents getting down, a lot of the Wichita Falls High parents, as it is going to have some senior stuff. So you can settle in as you haven't missed a single point tonight or a set. But it's a big one here, and WYLIE wants to get off the bus, so to speak, and grab this first set quickly and make their opponent play from behind with a chance to go to the playoffs with a win tonight. We'll take that break as we want to thank Dr. Pepper, though, on our way out. Dr. Pepper, the presenting sponsor for WYLIE Volleyball here in the 2018 season. But we'll take a break as you are with us. You're listening to WYLIE Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op, and it's on 1280 KSLI.
Hey there.
Hey there.
My son's going to help me.
Coming to help me.
Yep, it's the copy game.
Copy game.
I could say anything right now, and he'd repeat it. I just love Brussels sprouts.
I just love... Hey.
I'm careful what I say around him. I also try to make sure I pass on good energy-saving habits. You should, too. Save energy and money at TogetherWeSave.com.
TogetherWeSave.com.
You know, my dad is the coolest.
My dad thinks he's funny.
A message from your hometown co-op. It's Taylor Electric Cooperative in Merkel.
Dr. Pepper presents recording artists Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. When you're growing up, the world tells you to be just like everyone else. But how boring would that be? When I started writing music, I found the best songs I ever wrote were when I was being completely honest. That's why Ryan and I decided to stay independent. We turned down major label deals because we wanted every single thing that had our name on it to be authentically us. The world needs more one-of-a-kind people. Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind.
If this is your idea of going to the dentist, it's time for you to make a change. At Borland Family Dentistry, we'll make your smile beautiful and healthy with a simple checkup, or by using one of the most advanced cosmetic procedures. Let's make your smile something to smile about. Borland Family Dentistry. 2 great dentists, 1 awesome team. Borland Family Dentistry. You'll love your smile again. Now, same-day appointments. 695-3300.
Is it sprained? Is it strained? Is it fractured? Should I use ice or should I use heat? Wow, do we need a surgeon? ABILENE Bone and Joint and Action Sports Medicine has your answer to your questions. Saturday mornings beginning August 8th through football season, come for free sports evaluations from 9 until 11 a.m. There's an x-ray and open MRI on site which will speed your diagnosis. Action helps you get back in the action. 1633 Cottonwood. Call them at 676-5633. Action. Excellence in sports medicine and physical therapy.
At AIM Bank, we know your time matters. That's why we offer hometown service paired with big bank convenience. I'm Gary Galbraith, Market President for Abilene. At AIM Bank, you'll get quick loan decisions and convenient tools like our mobile banking app. When you open an account with us, you'll get free access to time-saving solutions, including mobile check deposit and over 600 ATMs right here in Texas. AIM Bank, hometown service, big bank convenience. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Trace Michaels, and I can tell you from experience that my child loved going to the dentist. What? My child loved going to the dentist, and the reason why is because he goes to Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates. They are the most trained and equipped people to provide dental care to all children. Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates is the home of Abilene's only board-certified pediatric dentist. If your child doesn't like to go to the dentist, give them a try. Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates. To get on board, call 325-437-5284.
Now, back to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball. Powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
And welcome back, everyone. They're still doing some introductions here on senior night on the road for Wylie, though, but it's senior night at Wichita Falls, Old High. And we're at Coyote Gym, a pit-style gym. And Wylie getting ready here. They're going to still have some of the, I think, still going to play the national anthem, but there are several seniors on Wichita Falls team, even though they haven't yet got off the schneid. As we're talking about record-wise, Wichita Falls is currently in fifth in a 5-team district. They're 0-6, but if they could beat Wylie and get their first district win, they would stay alive still for a playoff spot and would drop Wylie to 2 games under 500 in district. Wylie currently 2-3. 2-3 as they get ready for district game number 6 here in Wichita Falls. Wylie has defeated Wichita Falls in the first meeting. It was a sweep, but it was one that Wichita Falls, at least a couple sets, was at least competitive, not a team that you can take lightly, and it's certainly a team playing here at home. Their last home game, they're going to lay it all on the line. So that's kind of why I'm saying this could be a little bit dangerous for Wylie, but again, a chance to see the girls, though, show just some leadership and some maturity and take care of business, get that playoff berth clinched. Go into your last home game, and that's this Friday, and it's going to be a big one just as far, not just the opponent, which is currently the first-place team in the district, Wichita Falls Rider, the other school here in Wichita Falls, but it's Wylie's last home game, and they're doing something special because this is 2018, the year 2018, but back in 2008 was when Wylie started volleyball, and so that might seem like a long time because now we're celebrating the 10-year anniversary, but then if you think about it, knowing that a lot of other schools have been playing volleyball, girls, high school volleyball for much, much longer, but it's been certainly a successful start to the program. Nice decade that also saw Wylie win 1 state championship in volleyball in 2012, make another appearance at the state volleyball tournament and several appearances at the regional volleyball tournament, whether it was the old Class 3A or, of course, now the new Class 4A. And now Wylie now in the very first time playing in the second largest classification in the UIL, which now if there's a 6A, second largest is Class 5A. But 10 years of Wylie volleyball, and they're going to have, hopefully, I've heard some of the players coming back, some of the old players. Yeah, they're old now. Get some of those women in here. Maybe they're going to be wives and moms, certainly. And I'm hoping get some of those 2012 members of the state championship team, of that 2012 team. Maybe they'll get a little bit of love and recognition. Just a big, big day, kind of day/night, because they're going to get it underway at 5. Maybe the game, at least certainly a lot of the pregame festivities, that's this Friday at 5. It's homecoming this Friday for the Bulldogs football team, and so we encourage you to kind of just make a day of it, starting at 5. But 10 years of Wylie volleyball is going to be a special night this coming Friday, and they're not scared to do it, even knowing that it's Rider, knowing that it's Wichita Falls Rider, then that you have to play after all of that stuff. But I just kind of mentioned that because that is, we'll talk certainly more about it when we're live that day at the, as we get it towards the weekend, and we'll be excited to talk about more of what's going on. But just wanted to let you a little tease that it is going to be this Friday, 10 years of Wylie volleyball as they started playing in 2008, and here we are 10 years later. And here we are at Wichita Falls. Maybe never even thought that I would say that Wylie would be in the same district with Wichita Falls. That Sounds a little bit odd, but just speaks, of course, to the growth of WYLIE, that they now have the enrollment to be even in the same class and same district as the high school here in Wichita Falls High. The other game in this district, already mentioned it on the front side of the break. If you're just joining us, good to have you along. The streaming audio, streaming at BulldOgsLiveOnline.com. Also here on Abilene Radio, 1280 AM. And the new option, of course, the app. The Bulldogs Live app for your phone or your tablet. Get it at the App Store or Google Play. You can download that for free. And we do encourage you to download that to your phone. WYLIE wearing their road gray unis. They wear the white at home and the gray on the road. Both of the uniforms are long sleeve, though, as a lot of the more modern volleyball attire is to wear a long sleeve jersey. And maybe on a cold night, even though we're indoors at the Pit Gym, Coyote Gym, but on a cold night, good to be wearing the long sleeve. It's gray long sleeves with purple numbers and letters, black volleyball shorts. If we're going to listen in, the PA is loud, but it just sometimes beats back. But they're going to introduce WYLIE.
Number 9, Number 10, Number 14, Ginger Matthews. Number 15, Megan Allen. Number 19, Shibri Craig. Coach by Jay Fox, Sawyer, Megan.
And there you go. Some of that maybe got through. It was the visiting introduction. WYLIE is the visiting team, and there's just a few moments now from getting this one underway. WYLIE 2-3 in district and ready to shake off their a loss in their last matchup. And it actually came a week ago. We kind of joked about it at the time last Tuesday, when WYLIE lost at home to Aledo, a great, very talented Aledo volleyball team, but now they didn't have a game on Friday. When normally you do play a Tuesday and a Friday in volleyball, that they were open as far as district play was concerned and couldn't find a kind of a non-district match, and so just kind of sat there, didn't get to play this past Friday, so been stewing, if you will, brewing on that loss for a whole week and ready to right the ship. And they, as I said, not to take any opponent for granted, or even they don't want to take this win for granted, but a great opportunity, at least, a great chance to right that ship, to get back to 500. They're 2-3 in district after that loss to Aledo. They're 2-3, so a good chance here to get back to 500. They could be 3-3 in district play. They're asking everyone to rise for the national anthem. We'll take one final break, come back and serve it up on 1280 KSLI.
At AIM Bank, we know your time matters. That's why we offer hometown service paired with big bank convenience. I'm Gary Galbraith, Market President for Abilene. At AIM Bank, you'll get quick loan decisions and convenient tools like our mobile banking app. When you open an account with us, you'll get free access to time-saving solutions, including mobile check deposit and over 600 ATMs right here in Texas. AIM Bank, hometown service, big bank convenience. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
First Financial opened for business in 1890, so this marks our 125th year serving the people of Texas. Through that time and an ever-changing financial landscape, we've continued to thrive. How? Our customers. We wouldn't be here without you. So thank you for coming to us to help grow your business, buy a house, save for college, plan for retirement. Thanks to you, after 125 years, we're just getting started. First Financial, you first. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, WYLIE Bulldog fans, if you want to keep up with school news, community news, sports news, or art news, check out WYLIE Growl Magazine. WYLIE Growl is the official magazine of the WYLIE Independent School District, a full-color magazine highlighting all of the great accomplishments of WYLIE students, and it keeps you up to date on what's happening in the district and in the community, and features WYLIE residents of all ages. For information on how to pick up your copy of WYLIE Growl Magazine, go to WYLIEGrowl.com. It's great to be a WYLIE Bulldog.
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
And it's almost time now for this District 4 5A game. Wylie at Wichita Falls High. We're at Coyote Gym. Several pictures of coyotes adorn the walls here of the gym. And not just even pictures, but paintings or gigantic murals. But one of them is kind of in the Looney Tunes style. You know what I mean when I say the Looney Tunes style, kind of the true coyote chasing the roadrunner, how you would picture that coyote, how it looks. And we all know that coyote's first name, right? And that could be a good omen. The first name, of course, isn't his name Wylie Coyote, Wylie E. Coyote, always chase the roadrunner. And so one of those is on the wall. Is that Wylie Coyote for your Wylie volleyball team here for the game against Wichita Falls? Wylie going to start the opening set. As far as my vantage point, again, the near side. They're the near side, and Wichita Falls is the far side as opposed to left versus right. If I was standing more to my normal spot, it would be Wylie on the right. But we'll call this as Wylie on the near side. They're the closest to me. Wichita Falls across the net. And here comes the serve from Wylie. This is your Dr. Pepper first serve. And are you ready for this game that Wylie can clinch a berth to the 5A volleyball playoffs? Here we go. The serve by Hayes is in play. The Coyotes with a tip shot there. That came from number 5, Coburn. That's certainly one of their better players, better hitters. So watch out for Paige Coburn. Wylie dug it out. Now the other one, though, from Coburn. A spike, and it is down for a point, a kill, and a point for Wichita Falls. They get the first point of the match. This is game number 1, just underway tonight. And now Wylie will receive its first serve. It's going to be Pearson Sanders. First touch, then a set from Lexi Miller. A tip shot here, one-hander from Keaton Davis. But Wichita Falls with D. Now it's back on Wylie's side. On the near side, they spike with Davis. Aiming to the back corner, but it's out. It is out. And at least early here, but it's very early, but it is the first 2 points to Wichita Falls. Wylie down 2-0. And set to receive the serve, Sanders. Passing it over to Miller. She sets it up for Ginger Landon. That's a spike. There is a dig by Wichita Falls. That came from Ashton Guess. Wylie, though, has the volleyball again. And now it's kind of a block back on the Wylie side. They still have it. And they're getting it to Landon. She tips it. And it's to the floor. And it's a point Wylie. Number 14, Ginger Landon. That was the short one-hand tip shot. The tip of the volleyball up and over the attempted block. Wylie is on the board. It's 2-1 in the opening set. We're going 25. The first to 25. Got to win by 2. Now the whistle blows as Wichita Falls possess the volleyball. They got called for not the double touch, but still a violation. It was a lift as the official holds his palm, holds his hand up to the sky. A lift violation. Point for Wylie. Wylie serves again. And the Coyotes try a spike, but Wylie digs it out. It was Miller digging it. Now it comes to Davis for Wylie, and number 9, Keaton Davis with a kill. Off the dig, the defense of Lexi Miller, and Wylie a point. And the Lady Dogs, their first lead of the set of game 1. It's 3-2 Wylie. And Old High, this is, they're a bit off, but they aren't going to score. Wow. Even though they were off, they don't know if that was an attempted tip or more of a set from number 12. That's Mock. Brianna Mock for Wichita Falls. But she just had a touch on it on the second touch. But it actually barely went over the net, and then Wylie wasn't ready for it, and it fell for a point. Point for Wichita Falls. We're tied at 3. It's very early in the match and also game number 1. We got the whistle blowing, though, and Wylie getting called for a violation pre-service, where they're out of rotation. They're moving too quickly before the serve. Oh, wait, no, they called it My fault, I think Wichita Falls was serving, but they actually called it against Old High. Because Wylie just got the point. I'm waiting for clarification here. Wichita Falls was serving this. I've only usually seen the out of rotation call against the team receiving the serve, which was Wylie, and the whistle blew immediately. But, okay, they were out of rotation as they were taking the serve. Maybe the wrong player for Wichita Falls just took that serve, perhaps. All I know is it does stand. Now Wylie serves. But Wichita Falls does convert there. They went to bump, set, spike. And the spike and kill from number 5, Paige Coburn. We're tied, though. I have never seen that called, at least at the varsity level, on the team serving, that they had the wrong player up to hit. We're tied up at 4. Wylie receives the serve and setting it up for Gobi. And that's a nice dig, though. This is good dig by the libero Gerstner of Wichita Falls. Now Wylie resets. This is for Wimberly, but that spike is out. Out. So after that point, it's 5-4, 5-4, but Wichita Falls up. I thought they could be dangerous tonight, but it is early. See if Wylie can get control. Wylie down, though, taking a spike from Davis. And that one is going to fall. The point Wylie, there was a couple touches on it in the back line by Wichita Falls, but they couldn't keep the rally going, so eventually the spike by Keaton Davis going to work to tie it up early. It's 5-5. Do want to thank our Game 1 sponsor. Thank them after the serve of Wylie. Wylie serves and serves it out. Too long by Davis as she had rotated to the back. So Wylie now down. 6-5. Wichita Falls got that point off service error. But game number 1, the opening set, brought to us tonight by Edible Arrangements. Edible Arrangements in the Crossroads Shopping Center. That's 4102 Buffalo Gap Road, Buffalo Gap in the Winters Freeway. Open 7 days a week is Edible Arrangements. Check them out online at ediblearrangements.com. Wylie receives serve, gets it to Karis Christian. And the first time, really, she's had a chance to touch the ball, she spikes it down for a kill. That's the junior for Wylie, number 4, Karis Christian. Kill. Wylie tied it up again. They were down 1, but now it's tied 6-all. The Coyotes of Old High. Old High, a spike there. That was from number 10, Darden, but Wylie digs it, gets it to, that was Davis. And Davis, there's another kill for Wylie, this time Keaton Davis. So back-to-back kills for Wylie's volleyball here. One from Christian, the other from Davis. Each and every kill gets a donation to our company's scholarship fund. It's called the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship. It's Borland Family Dentistry donating money for the kill. Wylie tries to dig one out from Wichita Falls, but that's going to fall, though, for a .4. Old High, number 7. That's the other Coburn. Both seniors, though. That was Lauren Coburn. But each and every kill, we're going to get a donation, a monetary donation to the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship Fund from Borland Family Dentistry. Wylie receiving serve. There's a set by Davis, a spike by Karis Christian, and there's another kill. Karis Christian, the assist, the set assist from Davis. She's added that to her game. Number 9, Keaton Davis. See more of her as a setter. She's always been a good hitter as well. Wylie up 8-7. It's an 8-7 game in game 1. Wichita Falls. There's a spike there into a Wylie block, but it's down. It's going to be tied up 8-all. That was Darden again. Number 10, Rayleigh Darden. Wylie receives the serve. Going to be Miller on a set. Going to be Landman on a spike, and Ginger Landman. That'll be a kill. So Wylie executing nicely right now. They're looking pretty sharp. Never know how you're going to play on a cold, rainy day outside and having to take that bus trip. As Wylie's district does include a lot of travel now, other than the Cooper game, or games, getting to play Cooper twice a year in district. Wylie serving. Here's Wichita Falls receiving their bit off, but they're going to volley it. Wylie a free ball after the volley. And now Wylie hits it, but they do get a volley of their own. Now attempted spike from Wichita Falls. Wylie getting a block, though. This is a block for a point, Wylie. Madison Burden. She always seems to come up with those blocks. Number 12, Wylie's middle blocker, junior. That gets a donation as well to the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship Fund from Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates. Wylie digging out and attempted Wichita Falls kill. A spike from Old High. Now Wylie comes back. A spike from Davis, and that's down. Point Wylie. And so it was, the way this had started was kind of the score was tied at every point. But now Wylie's extended out slightly to a 3-point lead, and there's an ace. An ace by Wylie. Number 7, Riley Hayes. Hayes with an ace. And now we're also putting money in for that. Donating money for every ace to the scholarship fund, Lawrence Hall. Lawrence Hall, the Chevy and GM dealer, our ace sponsor. There's a block by Burden. But now it's back on Wylie's side. This one's still live. Now Wylie sets up Burden. She takes a spike, and she pounds down a kill. And timeout on the floor. Timeout Wichita Falls. Wylie forces them to call their first timeout of the game and of this set. It's the opening set. Game number 1. Wylie is now up 13-8. 5-point lead for Wylie. And we'll take a quick break as you're listening to Wylie Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. It's on 1280 AM.
Betty Rose's Little Brisket has gotten bigger. 2 new locations for full-service dining, daily lunch specials, and a happy hour that begins daily at 4 p.m. with additional appetizers. Plus live music twice a week on the Triple B porch at each location. The newest location, 3934 Cat Claw Drive, even has a full bar. And the best food made from scratch is at Betty Rose's. Betty Rose's, 2588 East Lake Road, and now 3934 Cat Claw Drive.
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. Now, back to the court with Matt McGraw on 1280 AM KSLI.
Bobcat of Abilene, the power behind your work. Over 30 years in sales, rental, parts, and service. If you have a job to do, we have the right tool rental. If you have questions, we have your solution. Visit Bobcat of Abilene today at 2257 South Treadaway. Active military, law enforcement, and first responders receive 10% off all equipment rentals. Bobcat of Abilene. Over 30 years in sales, rental, parts, and service. Bobcat of Abilene, the power behind your work.
Since 1890, the folks you know and trust at Haskell National Bank have proudly provided the latest in banking convenience. At Haskell National, we make it a point to get to know you and provide you with the personalized service you deserve. Stop by and visit Haskell National Bank, Buffalo Gap Road at South 32nd in Abilene, or 601 North 1st in Haskell, celebrating 125 years of continuous service.
Thank you.
Member FDIC.
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. Now, back to the court with Matt McGraw on 1280 AM KSLI.
And we are back here. Apologize for a little technical issues, but we're back here. You've only missed a couple points out of the timeout. This is live. Wylie just tried to spike, but it was dug out by Wichita Falls. However, now I'm hearing a whistle. And that usually is good for the team that doesn't have the volleyball on their side after a ball was kept alive. Wichita Falls got called for a double touch violation. We took a break when it was 13-8, and Wylie served it immediately out, although Wylie just came up with a block there. So it made it 13-9. Now after this flurry of points, though, it's 16-10. Just missed a few seconds, but even just a few seconds can result in a couple points. But you're caught up now. Wylie is up 6, but now up 5. That was another bad serve by Wylie. This time, the one that strikes the serve too long is Burden. So it's a 5-point game, but Wylie is up and looking to take this first set. And now Wichita Falls returns the favor. That was from Bach. That time, not the serve sailing out, but the serve hits the net. Served right into the net by Wichita Falls. Point Wylie. Wylie back up by 6. You're in the Edible Arrangements game number 1. Thank you so much, Edible Arrangements, our opening set sponsor. Wylie serving. And serving up an ace there. And it was the senior, the one and only senior on the 2018 team, as it's a relatively young team. But that, of course, is Ginger Landman with a nice serve. It went right to left, and a service ace for Landman. She hits one again, and it causes a mishit this time. So volleyball goes wild, but Wichita Falls does gather it and tips it over to Wylie. Wylie has it, getting a spike from Wimberly. There's a couple touches by Wichita Falls, but keep it alive. They spike, but Wylie blocks. Another. This time it's Davis for Wylie getting the block for a point. Solo block. Several that Wylie's come up with. That's going to force a timeout again by Wichita Falls. We'll keep it right here in the opening set. Wylie's now out to an 8-point lead in game number one, 19-11. Great chance, as we said, to take care of business against the team in the district that's yet to win in district play. This is our opponent tonight. Wichita Falls is 0-6 in district. Wylie played 5 league games or district games. They're 2-3. And here in game one, they're out to a 19-11 lead. We had another block, of course, a block that results in a point for Wylie. That means a donation, donating money for every block to the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship Fund is Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates. Out of the Wichita Falls timeout, Wylie will serve up by 8. 19-11, and here comes the whistle for the service. Landman, Wichita Falls controls better, getting it to Coburn. She'll spike it down the line, but Wylie's Libero digs it out. That's Sanders. And then a spike by Wimberly. That's out, though. That is out. So a point for Wichita Falls, but a good dig nonetheless by the Libero. She wears the Libero jersey, and it's number 1, Pearson Sanders. It's 19-12. The opening set, Wylie up 7. Receiving the serve, the first touch, Lily New, getting it to Davis. There's a set for that. Looks like Doty, but that got stuffed. That got blocked. Blocked for a point. Coyotes. The Lady Coyotes of Wichita Falls. That came from number 7, Lauren Coburn. Makes it a 6-point game. 19-13, but Wylie's still looking good, especially if they execute here. Sanders, first touch. Set Davis, spike. Wimberly, and it's down for a kill. 20-13 now. That's a big point just to reassert some control. With a no-doubt kill from Avery Wimberly. I'm going to call that our first VIP Sports Getaway big play. Pretty clutch there, and no doubt kill. So giving a shout out again on the big play to VIP Sports Getaway. Check them out online at VIPSportsGetaway.com. Wylie serves. Up 7. Here is a tip shot by Coburn, Lauren Coburn, but that she kind of misstruck it on the third touch. It hit over the net. The point, Wylie. They're up now 21-13. Just 4 points away here, going to 25. There's a serve by Davis. This one is too hard, though. Too long. It's out. And Wichita Falls going to get that point. Wylie still looking good, up 7. We're getting to the late stages now of the opening set, game number 1. Edible Arrangements, our sponsor for game 1. Check them out online at ediblearrangements.com. Wylie sets up an attack for Dobie. Her spike is out, though. Just out, barely missing the back line, but it is points for Wichita Falls, making it 21-15. Here's Wylie to receive, serve again. Sanders, first touch. Set Davis, she's picking it over on the second touch, but Old High Wichita Falls is there with some D. They set it up for a spike. It's down. Trainer, Lauren Trainer, number 14. She's a junior, but gets a kill there. So Wichita Falls, they've scored 3 in a row here, but Wylie's still up by 5. Wylie was up 8. Here's Wylie sets up for Christian. Her spike is in. It's a kill. Much needed from Karis Christian. 22 now. Wylie 22, Wichita Falls 16. In game number 1, so 3 points away. from taking that early 1-0 lead in the match. Wichita Falls receives the serve. They're setting up for Paige Coburn. Block. Madison Burden. And blocked for a point, Wylie. 23-16. And Wylie will now serve 2 points away from a Game 1 win. It's going to be Pearson Sanders, right to left service or near to far. And there's spike by Wichita Falls. Darden, but it's into the net, meaning point Wylie. And we have ourselves a game point for game number 1. Also called a set point. This is a Dr. Pepper game point. Wylie serves. Wichita Falls. They have it. They spike it with Coburn, but there's Lily New. New with a dig. Now spike from Burden. It's back on Wylie's side after a dig from Wichita Falls. Now they have it. Does Wichita Falls. Volleyball still live. They spike with Darden, but that's way too long. It's out. That means point Wylie, and Wylie was on a game point. They have won game number 1, and they do so in a good fashion. This was a close match early, or close game. Game number 1, it was tied up even at 8 before Wylie got out to their lead and never really let Wichita Falls back in at 25-16. 25-16 the final there in game number 1. We'll get ready for the second game, or the second set tonight, as the teams switch sides of the net. You're listening to Wylie Volleyball. We're presented by Dr. Pepper, and it's on 1280 KSLI.
The Wylie All Sports Booster Club is a proud supporter of Bulldogs Live Online and their broadcasts of Wylie Sports, and exists to support all Wylie sports.
Reason number 1 why you should become a member of the Wylie Booster Club. Did you know the Booster Club gives additional financial support to all sports, helping out where funding stops? This kind of support is impossible without the support of Wylie fans like you.
Be a part of this by joining the Wylie All Sports Booster Club today. For more info, check our website, AbileneWylieBulldogs.com.
Hi, I'm Darren Black, owner of Black Plumbing. For 24 years, Black Plumbing has been serving our neighbors, and we are proud to be a part of your community. In Abilene, call us at 325-675-8391. If you've ever wondered what services we provide, go to blackplumbing.com.
The pros who know are ready to go. Call on Black Plumbing. Help is on the way.
Maverick Saw Cutting and Cord Gelling is a proud sponsor of Wylie Athletics. Maverick Saw Cutting and Cord Gelling will save you time and money with the latest technology, including concrete cutting, live wire and rebar detection, structural analysis in real time, precision wall cutting, and cord gelling from standard concrete to highly abrasive concrete. Maverick Saw Cutting and Cord Gelling, 325-788-7777, or go to MaverickSawCutting.com. Go Bulldogs! You'll feel the difference when you have your AC unit serviced by ACS Heating and Air. ACS Heating and Air is family owned and operated. ACS provides service, preventative maintenance, and system replacement for commercial and residential. ACS Heating and Air also provides free estimates. ACS Heating and Air hope very much to earn your business, but their mission? To earn your trust. And don't forget to ask about the Comfort Care Program. Call 325-690-0998.
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. Now, back to the court with Matt McGraw on 1280 AM KSLI.
Back here at Wichita Falls. Hope you're doing well on this Tuesday night, that you're staying warm. I do want to thank right now my friends at the Ski Connection. The Ski Connection in Abilene, they're the official outerwear provider of the Bulldogs Live Online broadcast team. As the weather cools down and it has gotten cold, I'm enjoying right now my North Face jacket. Yes, the jacket by the North Face. Compliments of the Ski Connection. Visit them at 2950 North 1st or online at AbileneSportsConnection.net. Going to be Wichita Falls to serve. Wylie is now on the far side as I look, or at the left side of the net. Wylie receives it, gets it to Davis on a third touch. The tip shot, but Wichita Falls digs it out. It was Salazar. Now Coburn, number 5, Paige Coburn, as they have 2 Coburns, but that was a spike by Paige Coburn. It was into a Wylie block. but it is down. That's a point for Wichita Falls. They have the first point of the second set. And now they serve again, rather. They had the first serve, but that serve by Salazar is out. That gives Wylie its first point of game 2. And if you're just joining us on a Tuesday night, Wylie took control here. Wylie leads the match 1-0 after taking game 1. Now Wylie comes up with a block on Brianna Mock. It was a block for a point Wylie. It was Davis. She's had a couple of solo blocks. Number 9, Keaton Davis. Wylie serves it. Madison Burden, far to near it goes. And there's a big spike by Paige Coburn, but Keaton Davis digs it out. And now a third touch is a spike by Davis, but it is dug out by Old High. Now Wylie gets it back to Davis. Another spike, but that's dug out by Wichita Falls Gerstner. Now Wylie has it again on the left. They're going to get it to Dobie. Tip shot is going to be a point Wylie. In the end, after a long rally, number 5, Lily Kate Dobie gets Wylie a point. Wylie up 3-1. An early score of game number 2 after Wylie won game 1. Here are the Lady Coyotes of Wichita Falls getting into Coburn. Her spike is into the net, though. So point Wylie. Wylie up 4-1. Game 2 is brought to us tonight by Abilene Battery and Golf Cars. They're at 2434 Industrial Boulevard. Wylie serves. Here's Old High. Struggling a bit with it, but Coburn, she bails them out with a solid strike on a third touch. A spike by Paige Coburn does get it down for a point for Wichita Falls. Wylie is up 4-2 early in the second set. And Brianna Mock serves it into the net. Second point Wylie, so make it 5-2. Into the game for the first time tonight for Wylie. It's number 15, the junior Maggie Allen, out on the floor at the front of the net. But Wylie serving, it's Lasman. Left to right service, it's in play. Here's Paige Coburn. Into a Wylie block, but it is down. The point for Wichita Falls. Told you about Abilene Battery and Golf Cars. They can put a battery in just about anything, a car or truck, or batteries for your tractor or lawnmower. How about motorcycle batteries, ATV, golf car batteries, or batteries for your electric wheelchair? Again, 2434 Industrial Boulevard for Abilene Battery and Golf Cars. Here Wylie had his fight dug out, but now it's back on Wylie's side. It's on the left here. And they're taking just a tip shot on a third touch. Wichita Falls digs it out. It was Salazar. Now they take a spike. That was Hall, Sierra Hall, but Wylie has the D. Back on the side of the Lady Coyotes. This is a spike from Trainer. And it's down. It is putting it into a long rally, but it's not a point Wylie. The point for Wichita Falls. Wylie was out to a quick 3-point lead, but now it's a 1-point game. Wylie is up 5-4 in the second set. Here's Maggie Allen taking a third touch. It's a tip shot. The Coyotes dig it out. Now they get it to Trainer. Here's another spike, but this one is out. Too much mustard on that. Point Wylie. Wylie 6, Wichita Falls 4 in game number 2. Wylie won game 1. It was 25-16, the final of game 1. On the road tonight at Coyote Gym. Here's a two-hand tip shot from Sierra Hall, but Wylie digs it out. Now Spike Dobie, monster spike. Down at the kill for Lily Kate Dobie. Nicely done. That's going to get a donation to our company's scholarship fund, growing the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship, donating money for every kill. Borland Family Dentistry. Wylie serving up 7-4 in the second set. A good serve by Davis. Here's Wichita Falls. They do have it. They get a spike from Trainer. Wylie had a dig. Sanders dug it out. Now it's back on the side of Wichita Falls. They're spiking again. This one is going to be a point for Wichita Falls. Number 7, Lauren Coburn. So this one is not yet certainly decided. It's too early in this set. 7-5 is the score. Wylie up the deuce. Here's a set by Keaton Davis. Tip shot. That was Lily Kate Dobie, but it's dug out. Now Trainer. That's blocked by Maggie Allen. Back onto Wichita Falls side. They stay with it. Coburn Tip in, and that's blocked again. And this time, point. Wylie. I think Maggie Allen got in again on it. Wylie 8, Wichita Falls 5. 8-5 game here in game 2. Pearson Sanders serving left to right. Wylie got a quick block again, but now it's on Wylie's side. They go with Karis Christian. Spike in one, but it is dug out. Now Trainer is spiked. It's a point. It's in. It's a kill for Wichita Falls. Number 14, Lauren Trainer. So this one's still tight. It's a 2-point game. Wylie is up in game 2. 8-6. And Wylie receives serve. It's Lily New first touch. That's a set from Davis. A spike from Maggie Allen, and it's down for a kill. Wylie executes there. 1, 2, 3. The assist. Set assist for Keaton Davis. A kill on a spike from Maggie Allen. Wylie now up 9-6. We play here in the Abilene Battery and Golf Cars, game number 2. Located at 2434 Industrial Boulevard. This is Abilene Battery and Golf Cars. And here's an ace by the Lady Dogs. We take a 10-6 lead. That ace was served up by freshman number 11, Lexi Miller, with an ace. Another serve here. This time, Wichita Falls controls it, going with a spike from Trainer. But Miller digs it out on the back line for Wylie. Now Karis Christian dropping a spike in. Point Wylie. Wylie now out to a 5-point lead. That ace also got a donation to the scholarship fund. Donating money for every ace is Lawrence Hall. Lawrence Hall, the Chevy dealer in Abilene. Here's Wichita Falls. Receiving the serve, going to Trainer. That's a block. But flat back on the Wichita Falls side, but they hang with it. Now it's on Wylie's side. Miller setting up Burden on a spike. That is dug out. Now spike from Garden, but it's into the net. Point Wylie. 12-6. So Wylie's on a 4-0 run. This was an 8-6 game. And now out to 12-6. And serving is Lexi Miller still. Here comes the serve. Left to right or far to near. Here is Wichita Falls getting a spike from Mock, but that is out. Another point for Wylie. They've now scored 5 straight, and here's a timeout called. A timeout called by Wichita Falls, their coach, Dakota Crockett. And Wylie will take a break here with 13-6 on the board. So a nice, good start and a good lead. 13-6 in game 2. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Wylie Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM.
Wylie School District has remained an athletic and academic powerhouse by dedicating itself to hard work, determination, and creativity. In much the same way, Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union has remained a reliable source of great service and products since we were founded in 1950. Our 5-star rated mobile apps let you conduct banking at your convenience whenever and wherever you choose. So if you live or work in Taylor County, you're one of us. Join ATFCU and experience the team spirit that's kept us going for 65 years. But more importantly, for this game, go Dogs!
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. Now, back to the court with Matt McGraw on 1280 AM KSLI.
Still going to be Miller serving. There's the whistle. We're ready for the serve out of the timeout. It's Wylie serving. Here's Wichita Falls on the attack. Lauren Trainer, a spike. Wylie going to let it go, and it's going out. Going out. Another point for Wylie. They're on a 6-0 run. They'll break open what was at least a close game early at the set. It was 8-6, but now it's 14-6. A 14-6 game here in the second set. Wichita Falls receiving another serve. A spike by Trainer into the net. Point Wylie, 15-6. And another serve here for Miller, and this time that is an ace. Keeps getting better for Wylie. Another ace in this sequence for Lexi Miller, 16-6. A 10-point lead now and an 8-0 run. Stop balls. Get into Paige Coburn. Her spike into the net. Another point for Wylie. The run is 9-0. And it's 17-6 in the second set. Here is spike by, that was Arden, but again into the net. Point Wylie. Wylie right now, the serve is being tough on Wichita Falls. The serve currently from Lexi Miller. Miller doing really good at the service line. Another miss hit. This time a spike from Mock, but that one is out. Just their attack is off right now, mainly off of the fact they're struggling with Lexi Miller's serve. Wylie now up 19-6. Game 2 currently on an 11-0 run. Looking very good now. Miller, another serve for the Lady Dogs. Here's a spike from Paige Coburn. Wylie Pearson Sanders digs that, and then it comes to Karis Christian, and she'll get a tip. Yeah, and the tip will fall. Karis Christian makes Wylie's run out to 12-0. 12 straight points, and Wylie 20, Wichita Falls 6 in game 2. And a serve into the net by Miller will end the 12-0 run. Point Wichita Falls. It's Wylie 20 and Wichita Falls 7 here in game 2. Wylie receives the serve, and that is an ace, though, from Wichita Falls. Lauren Trainer. Wylie 20 and Wichita Falls 8. So a 12-point lead in game 2. First touch is Keaton Davis. A set. That was Miller. A spike, Madison Burden. Wichita Falls trying to get to it. They do. And they're going to get a tip shot to fall. Now a little flurry here by Wichita Falls, but Wylie had that huge 14-point lead, so they're still up by 11. Another tough serve from Lauren Trainer of Wichita Falls, but Wylie got it to Davis, and Davis on a third touch. Keaton Davis a spike and kill. One final time, going to thank our Game 2 sponsor. That, of course, is Abilene Battery and Golf Cars, 2434 Industrial Boulevard, or you can give them a call. That'd be 325-437-7332. 437-7332 for Abilene Battery and Golf Cars. Here's a spike by Wichita Falls, Paige Coburn. Wylie got good D on that. A nice dig by Sanders. Not another spike by Wichita Falls, but that time into the net. So after Wylie kept the volleyball alive defensively, they are going to get the point off a spike into the net. Wylie is now only 3 points away from taking a 2-0 lead in this match. Here Wylie serves, and Wichita Falls trying to spike, but again into the net. Their attack is off. Wylie 23, Wichita Falls 9. 23-9, Wylie 2 points away from taking game 2 after already winning game 1. Here's Salazar for the Lady Coyotes. Her spike, though, that's going to be a get down. Wylie had an initial touch on it with Miller, but then Wylie couldn't keep it going. Point for Wichita Falls. Wylie 23, Wichita Falls 10. The score here in game 2. So 1 point away from getting onto a game point. Wylie receives the serve. Sanders first touch. Lexi Miller a set. Now Sanders has to take the third touch. It's over the net, but Wichita Falls has it. Paige Coburn a spike. Some nice D by Morgan Morris to the back. But then a third touch by Wylie is going into the net. That was Pearson Sanders, but the touch not over. So Wylie still, of course, just 2 points away from taking game 2. It's 23-11 now. The serve is coming to Wylie. Morgan Morris, and that touch goes wild off her hands. And that's a point for Wichita Falls. 23-12. Wylie will receive another serve here. Good serving right now from Salazar, and that's an ace. An ace for Wichita Falls. A little bit of a lucky one where it hits the top of the net and kind of gets clipped, but has enough momentum to trickle over the net. You know, the serve can hit the net, but if it trickles over, it's live. So that was an ace by virtue of the net clipping it. Wylie now still up 23-13. They're taking a spike here, but it's dug out. Now a spike from Wichita Falls. They're scoring again. They're showing a little bit of a run here. 23-14 is the score, so Wylie still sits pretty, even after this push. 5 straight, actually. And then Salazar, who had served up a couple aces, serves it into the net. Point Wylie, and that puts Wylie to a game point. So it's 24-14, and Wylie a Dr. Pepper game point. Serving. Burden is in play. Here comes the Paige Coburn, her spike, and it's going to be down. It is a kill for Wichita Falls to keep us going for at least one more point here in game 2. 24-15, but Wylie, of course, still on a Dr. Pepper game point. Wylie will receive a serve. First touch is Forrest. Set Miller, spike Ladman. There's a dig by the libero of Wichita Falls. That was Gerstner. Wylie has the volleyball again, though, on the left. Now Ladman, a tip. And it falls for a point Wylie, and that's the finishing point of game 2. It comes off the hand of Ginger Ladman for 14. A little tip shot, and 25 is on the board. It's 25-15, your final. So that means Wylie has taken the first 2 sets tonight. They're doing what we said. We said pregame, doing the classic, taking care of business. See if they can do that and finish this off in a sweep, but they have now won the first 2 games, so they have a commanding 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 match. We'll take a break and get ready for game number 3 as you're listening to Wylie Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on BulldogLiveOnline.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet John. John is a middle-class guy. Hello. John likes his sports talk. John likes his news talk. John likes rock and roll. That's right. John reads the sports section and the business section. John likes the game of billiards. John likes 8-ball and 9-ball and those fancy trick shots. John has plenty of room at his house for a pool table and maybe a game table. And maybe some game room chairs. And maybe a, dare I say it, yes, maybe even a bar. And right over there, John could put shuffleboard or air hockey or foosball. John will decide when he goes to Abilene Billiard Connection. Then John's wife will come in and decide what color and style. As long as John gets his billiard table, he doesn't give a rat's patootie. Really, a man's home is his castle, and in John's castle, there will be a game room. Abilene Billiard Connection is at 2950 North 1st, so John and Mrs. John can completely outfit their castle's game room at really good prices from a local concern. Now that John is getting his game room, here's what John has to say. Hoo-ah! That's Abilene Billiard Connection at 2950 North 1st.
Tracking down the air leaks around my house helped me in my quest to go hunting. See, a little while back, I started stalking and sealing cracks around my windows and doorways. Before I knew it, it was open season on big electric bill savings. Those savings helped me pay for an extra day in the great outdoors, which to me is worth about a week anywhere else. Save energy, save money. Find out how at togetherwesave.com.
A message from your hometown co-op. It's Taylor Electric Cooperative in Merkel.
What does the one-of-a-kind taste of Dr. Pepper sound like? Let's have a listen. Apparently, the one-of-a-kind taste of Dr. Pepper sounds a lot like this Southern gospel choir lady passionately singing her heart out. Grab yourself an ice-cold Dr. Pepper today. It tastes even better than it sounds. Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind. Reactions may vary. Some might hear church bells, standing ovations, babies laughing, inspirational songs from sports, movies, or sunshine. It's really hard to say. Enjoy.
Now, back to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball. Powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
And we are back here at Wichita Falls, and Wylie with one more set needed to win. Here it comes here in game 3 or not. That's up to the ladies, but they can win in straight sets here as they've won the first 2 games. We're ready for the third set, and the serve by Wylie. We're underway. Riley Hayes serving, and Oh, just missing. I thought that might have been an ace. Thought that she dropped that volleyball in on the back line. With the officials saying out. Wylie now back on the near side. And if I'm looking down on this court, they're on the near side or the side, my right side. And Wichita Falls served up an ace of their own. So Wylie had a near ace but missed, and Wichita Falls got a point. And then that was Salazar. She's got a tricky serve. Salazar for Wichita Falls just got an ace. So they got a 2-0 lead early in game 3. Here's Wylie. Another ace. Man, from number 6, Alyssa Salazar. Back-to-back aces. We want to bring in our game 3 sponsor. It's Lawrence Hall. Here's another serve by Wichita Falls. First touch, Pearson Sanders. Now set Miller, Spike Davis. And Wylie off the board. Executing that time on the serve receive. 1-2-3 bump set Spike. And the kill from Keaton Davis. Wichita Falls 3 and Wylie 1. You're in game 3. And Wylie Madison Burden, a right to left serve in play. Here comes a spike from Bach. Wylie got a piece of it, blocked it on the Wylie side, but there's a tip shot from, that was Landman, but Wichita Falls kept it alive. Now Wylie has again Ginger Landman a spike. That's a kick by Wichita Falls libero Gerster. Now they try a spike of their own, but that is into the net. Number 11, Jada Jackson, but into the net. Point Wylie, and Wylie down just a point early in this third set. Game 3 is 3-2. Here's Burden. That was a nice serve. Wichita Falls had to hit it back and one. Wylie trying to capitalize. They do. It was Doby. Number 5, Lily Kate Doby. As Wichita Falls struggled so much with that Madison Burden serve, they had to, their touch carried the volleyball all the way back to Wylie's side. Wylie did set it up. They took a couple touches, but set it up. Now Burden serves up an ace. Madison Burden, it kind of got clipped by the top of the net, but trickles over. We'll take it for the ace. That's also going to get a donation. That's by Lawrence Hall. Lawrence Hall, the Chevy dealer, donating money for every ace, and we're in the Lawrence Hall game 3. Wylie has his first lead up 4-3. Now here on the attack is Wichita Falls. That was Coburn. Wylie did dig it. It was Hayes digging it out. Now Wichita Falls has it again. Coburn taking a spike. That is out, though. Meaning point Wylie. Wylie 5, Wichita Falls 3. Lawrence Hall, our Game 3 sponsor, offers the best vehicles from Chevy, GMC, Volkswagen, Lincoln, and Mazda, and the best customer service at Lawrence Hall. There's a tip shot by Wichita Falls. It's going to fall. That's Salazar. It was a tight game early. Most of the first 2 sets, that's how it's played out. Wichita Falls has hung in it early. It's 5-4 right now. Wylie is up. Wylie receiving the serve. Here's Miller setting up for Keaton Davis, taking a spike, but it is dug out by Wichita Falls on the back line. Now their third touch is just a volley. Wylie has it on the right. Tip shot Davis. There's some touches by Wichita Falls. They keep it alive. Now Coburn takes the spike, but that's blocked. Blocked by Wylie. And blocked for a point. That was number 5, Lily Kate Doby on the block. Going to get a donation to the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship Fund. Every block that gets a point. Abilene Pediatric Dental is donating money. They're our block sponsor. Thank you, Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates. Here's Wichita Falls receiving serve. Their spike is dug out, though, by Pearson Sanders. Back on Wichita Falls' side. They're trying to chip shot. That looked like Coburn, but Wylie digged it. And now it's back on their side. Here's Coburn again. And that time, that is a point for Wichita Falls. They got a kill. Number 5, Paige Coburn. Wylie's done a good job, though, of neutralizing her. She's kind of their best hitter, or one of their better hitters. Wylie's also done a good job of keeping the crowd out of it. Wylie is on the road, but has kept them out of it for the most part. However, that's an ace by Wichita Falls to tie it up. Wylie had got out to 6-4, but the Coburn kill made it 6-5, and then the service ace, that was also by Paige Coburn, who rotates to the back, makes it 6-6. Now Wylie receives another serve. Whitfurley taking a spike, but that is out. And Wichita Falls jumps back in front here in game number 3. 7-6 here in the third set. Wylie, though, a chance to sweep, having won the first 2 games tonight. There's a tip shot from Davis. Wichita Falls with some D. Wylie has the volleyball again, though. They're setting up Dobie for a spike. There's Wichita Falls, couple touches. They put it over. Wylie has it again. Here's Dobie. And that's down. They reset for Dobie a couple times, and she'll deliver the final one with a nice kill. Lily Kate Dobie. She's a freshman. The Wichita Falls did lead for a second. They were up 7-6, but now we're tied up 7 apiece. 7-all in game 3. Wylie leads the match 2 games to none, and there's an ace for Wylie. Keaton Davis. A nice serve there. 8-7. Wylie out in front now. And that's going to get a donation. Lawrence Hall donating money for every ace. We're a big partner of ours here at Bulldogs Live Online, as we're also in the Lawrence Hall Game 3. Wylie a serve. There's a spike rather from Lauren Coburn, but that is out by Wichita Falls. Point Wylie. So Wylie was down 7-6, but has scored 3 straight to go up 9-7. But not out yet for that big, comfortable lead. Here's a serve by Davis of Wylie in play. Wichita Falls setting up for this is going to be Trainer, and into the block of Wylie, blocked back onto Wichita Falls' side. However, it falls out off to the side. That means that's point Wichita Falls because it's off of the Wylie block and out. It's a 9-8 game. Wylie is up 9-8. Lily New first touch. Set Davis spikes. And it's down. That was Brecky just into the game. She'll get a kill. As Wylie went 1-2-3. Again, Lily New first touch and Davis a set assist. And number 19, Ambria Brecky, a spike and kill. 10-8 is the score for Wylie. Wylie up in the third. Here's a spike from Trainer. That one is out. To make it 11-8. Wylie up. There's a battle for first place in this district going on right now between the first and second place teams. And it's going on in this city because we're on the road in Wichita Falls. It's going on at the Ryder Field House. There's a attempted spike from Wichita Falls Garden, but it's into the net. Of course, when I say Ryder Field House, I'm talking about Wichita Falls Ryder, but Aledo is in town tonight. Aledo is in second. Wichita Falls Ryder is in first, but they're separated by only a game, technically a half game. Wylie just got an ace and is forcing Wichita Falls. They are forced to call a timeout with the score 13-8. Wichita Falls had trimmed it to 9-8. Well, Wylie just made a nice little run here from 9-8 out to 13-8. You want to use this time, though. We're keeping it right here because there's also another cool thing going on in Abilene. That is, and they teamed up with us here at Bulldogs Live Online. And, of course, I'm talking about Robin Autopilot. What is Robin Autopilot? What's a robot lawnmower? Yes, I said that correctly. Why mow your lawn anymore in 2018? Why mow your lawn when you could kick back and let a robot do it? From Robin Autopilot. They're here in Abilene. It is amazing technology. Plans start as low as $23 a week. They wanted to jump on board and sponsor Wylie volleyball. Again, the robot lawnmowers. Check it out at robinautopilot.com. I also know in that match, Aledo at Wichita Falls Ryder, it was Ryder, or rather Aledo won game 1, but Ryder just came back and followed on Twitter and won game 2. So that match is tied 1-1 between those two great teams. Wylie serving out of the timeout of Wichita Falls. And Wichita Falls on a spike. Wylie, can they get to it? Cannot. They get a couple touches. The spike was too good from, that was Darden that time. It's not over, though. It was 13-8, but then Wichita Falls called the timeout, and they get the point. It's 13-9. Wylie up 4. Receiving serve, and it's Sanders' first touch. Set Davis. That's a two-hand tip. Wimberly. Wichita Falls, though, they got to it. Now Wylie has it again. Now Burden a spike. And Madison Burden a kill. 14-9, that kill, as every kill does. We just don't say it after every single one, but all kills will get a donation to the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship Fund from Borland Family Dentistry. That's our kill sponsor, Borland Family Dentistry. Wylie up 5 and serving in game 3. Here's a spike trainer, but Wylie, that was a dig by Keaton Davis. Now Madison Bird in a spike. And it's down. I think that was actually Miller on a little bit of trickery. Now that I look at the play more closely, it was not Burden, but Miller for Wylie, but still, it is a point. Miller sent the set over the net on the second touch. Now Wylie up 6. There's a big spike by Trainer of Wichita Falls, but a nice dig by Miller, and then Brecky going to tip one over for Wylie, but the volleyball's still live. Now, the spike by Wichita Falls is down. There were a couple touches by Wylie, but it's down point Wichita Falls. Wylie still, though, has now asserted their control as they lead by 5. 15-10. Wylie 15, Wichita Falls 10 here in game 3. Wylie, if they win this game, they'll sweep. They'll win the match in straight sets. They're setting up for Ginger Lent, but she got blocked. And blocked for a point. Wichita Falls. 3 on a block. Where's jersey number 12? Not over. 15-11 the score here in the third set. Here's Davis' first touch, and Wylie struggling a bit on this serve receive, but they do tip it over, keep it alive. Here's Old High. And it's Paige Coburn for Old High. And she gets a kill. So 15-9 has suddenly gotten a little interesting. 15-9 has now become 15-12. Wylie up the 3. And here's a serve again for Wichita Falls. This one, though, is way too long. That serve going to sail over the head of Wylie's libero, Pearson Sanders. She gladly lets it go. It's out. Point Wylie, and Wylie leads by 4. The Lawrence Hall third set. Game 3 is 16-12. Here's Riley Hayes serving. It's in play. Wichita Falls Paige Coburn. And that's a kill. As Wichita Falls able to execute. In there. Not done yet. 16-13. Wylie trying to, especially in any little volleyball, such a game of momentum, any little crack that a team can get. Wylie does not want to give up a set at all, naturally, but they are up 2 games to none. Here's a tip shot by Wylie. Wichita Falls blocked it back on the Wylie side. And here's a tip shot again. That was Miller, but Wichita Falls has it. They attack, but Wylie gets a timely block. Looks like Ginger Landman. We've seen a lot of Wylie Lady Dogs get plays at the net. That time, number 14, Ginger Landman on the block. Wylie back out to a 4-point lead in the third set, 17-13. Wylie serves it up. Here's a spike from Bach. Wylie is scrambling. Here's their third touch. It keeps it alive, just a volley, but they did dig out a tough spike. Here's Coburn. And Wylie gets a dig on that. Now they're setting up a counterattack. It's Davis. It's down for Wylie, Keaton Davis. And Wylie up by 5 here in the third set. 18-13. A chance to even up their district record at 500. And there is, a Wylie violation, as I thought they were cleaning up the loose change, meaning Wichita Falls hit the Wylie serve back in 1, but the official ruling Wylie commits a violation, reaching too far over the net. That's a rare call. They did not call the net violation, but still, they're giving a point to Wichita Falls. So 18-13 is 18-14, but now, as Wylie receives the serve, they get it back to the senior. The one senior delivers some steady leadership there. Ginger Landman, a point. I'm sure Wichita Falls gets no closer than 4. It's back to 5. 19-14 here in game 3. Wylie serves. And Wichita Falls struggling with it. They do volley it over. Now Wylie spike those dug out. Wichita Falls has it again. Coburn down the line. and she'll score for Wichita Falls, the Lady Coyotes. As that was kind of a swing. We're seeing if Wylie can put this one to bed, but now it's back to 19-15. Wylie up. Chance to win the match in straight sets and clinch a playoff berth as well. Here's Dobie, a spike for Wylie, and she'll get Wylie a 20th point. Spike and kill for Lily Kate Dobie. And a timeout is on the floor. Let's go ahead and take this one at 20-15. As this is a timeout called by Wichita. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, I'm just making sure. There is one. So let's take a break here in the third set. If we come back and Wylie can finish this off in a sweep. They currently lead 20-15 in Game 3 with 2 games under their belts. You're listening to Wylie Volleyball Quick Break, and we'll be back with more action on 1280 KSLI.
Betty Rose's Little Brisket has gotten bigger. 2 new locations for full-service dining, daily lunch specials, and a happy hour that begins daily at 4 p.m. with additional appetizers. Plus live music twice a week on the Triple B porch at each location. The newest location, 3934 Cat Claw Drive, even has a full bar. And the best food made from scratch is at Betty Rose's. Betty Rose's, 2588 East Lake Road, and now 3934 Cat Claw Drive.
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
And Wylie 5 points away at 20-15, 5 points away from winning the match. We're in Game 3, but Wylie's won the first 2 games. A serve by Wylie. We're back to action. Davis, a good serve. The whistle's blowing, and what do we have? We got a net violation on Wichita Falls, on their setter, Salazar. The touch was not clean to her with the tough serve of Keaton Davis to make it 21-15. Here's another Keaton Davis serve. Right to left it goes, and there's a miss hit. But here comes the third touch. It's just a volley, but it's over. Wylie a free ball. News over to Davis, then over to Wimberly, and it's down. Very good stuff there. Lily New had a nice little settling touch of the free ball and then a set by Davis and just a tip shot by Wimberly. 22-15 in Game 3. Here's a right to left, and that is an ace on the serve by Keaton Davis. Got to hand out the big play there. The VIP Sports Getaway big play. As this was 20-15, but now Davis putting it away. Check out our big play sponsor, VIP Sports Getaway, at their website at VIPSportsGetaway.com. 23-15 in the Game 3, being Wylie 2 points away, fans, from going to the playoffs officially. But that serve will have to wait. That serve from Davis goes into the net. Point Wichita Falls, but it's Wylie 23, Wichita Falls 16. Stick with us when this game is. We'll talk a little bit more about what lies ahead for Wylie this week, and always hand out the player of the game. There's a tip shot by, that was Wimberly, but Wichita Falls D is there. They have it. They're setting up Paige Coburn. There's a spike, but Pearson Sanders, Wylie's libero, digs it out. Back on Wichita Falls' side. Here's Coburn again. Wylie has it, though. Third touch is Lily New, just taking a get-me-over touch. It is over. Here comes the spike trainer. That's a nice dig by Sanders, but that's about all. Well, actually, the advantage went to Wichita Falls there, and eventually they score. So 23-17. Wylie 1 point away from going on to the match point, where they'd be 1 point to win the match. There's a spike by Wimberly. That is out. Point for Wichita Falls. 23-18 the score. This is 23-15. But now Wichita Falls has scored the last 3, 23-18. And now Wylie struggling on this serve receive. Their third touch is over the net. And it's by Davis, and she turns the struggle into a spike and kill. 24-18, and so Wylie has a match point. Here we go. A Dr. Pepper match point. 1 point for the match. A serve in play by Sanders. Tip shot by Coburn. Wylie blocks it. Back on the Wichita Falls side. They hang with it. Their third touch is over the net, but Wylie has it. And they're setting up Bernie. And her spike is dug out. We'll have to wait. And here's Trainer. And it's into the net. Wichita Falls spike into the net, meaning Wylie has won this match. Wylie has just punched their ticket to the playoffs. They know they will be playing a little bit of extra volleyball by that, meaning they're at least going to the playoffs and going to be playing in what's called the first round, or also we call that Phi District. They have at least one game to play. Now they have to try to, as they know, they could either be seed 3 or seed 4, meaning they could either finish 3rd or 4th, and you want to naturally finish as high as you can. But the first thing first was to get that ticket punched officially. They do. It was 25-18. 25-18, the final there in Game 3. Oh, it's PA coming on to make a little bit of announcement, but we'll take just a quick break here. It was 25-16 in Game 1, 25-15 in Game 2, and 25 there have been a few issues, 25-18 in Game 3. Of course, it all adds up to a Wylie volleyball sweep, and we'll take just a short break. Stick with us on this cold, wet, rainy Tuesday night, because we'll come back with the Player of the Game award and also look ahead to Friday and also kind of talk about, again, how Wylie's got it clinched a spot, but where can they finish? We'll do it all in just a short post-game show, so stick with us. We'll take a break. Wylie gets a big district win tonight in Wichita Falls. You heard it right here. Wylie Lady Bulldogs Volleyball was presented by Dr. Pepper and powered by Taylor Electric Co-op, and we'll be back with the post-game show right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet John. John is a middle-class guy. Hello. John likes his sports talk. John likes his news talk. John likes rock and roll. That's right. John reads the sports section and the business section. John likes the game of billiards. John likes 8-ball and 9-ball and those fancy trick shots. John has plenty of room at his house for a pool table and maybe a game table. And maybe some game room chairs. And maybe a, dare I say it, yes, maybe even a bar. And right over there, John could put shuffleboard or air hockey or foosball. John will decide when he goes to Abilene Billiard Connection. Then John's wife will come in to decide what color and style. As long as John gets his billiard table, he doesn't give a rat's patootie. Really, a man's home is his castle. And in John's castle, there will be a game room. Abilene Billiard Connection is at 2950 North 1st, so John and Mrs. John can completely outfit their castle's game room at really good prices from a local concern. Now that John is getting his game room, here's what John has to say. Hoo-ah! That's Abilene Billiard Connection at 2950 North 1st.
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. Now, back to the court with Matt McGraw on 1280 AM KSLI.
And we are back here. And we're here at Wichita Falls, of course. Welcome you back. Wylie just got a big win here over Wichita Falls, a win that has squared Wylie's district mark at 3-3. Again, they've only played 6 games because they're actually only playing 8 district games total this year. But after 6 games, they're squared up 3-3 with 2 games to go. It also drops Wichita Falls to 0-7. And actually, as I look here, not only did Wylie just clinch a playoff spot, but because Wichita Falls drops to 0-7, meaning they only have 1 game left, even if they won it, they could be 1-7. Well, that actually clinches for the Cooper Lady Cougs as well, because I look here and they have a number in their win column of 2 currently. 2 district wins. They're 2-4 right now. So even if Cooper dropped his last 2, that would be 2-6, and Wichita Falls could win. That'd be 1-7. What I'm trying to say is that Cooper and Wylie have clinched spots to the playoffs in Wichita Falls Old High. They call it the high school, but they kind of had a rough 2018 season. They have been eliminated from playoff contention. So this district, the playoff teams are set. Now the seeds, that's what's undecided right now. I checked the Twitter on that huge matchup between second place Aledo and first place Wichita Falls Ryder. Aledo won game 1, but Ryder has come back, and that's being played at Ryder here in Wichita Falls. Ryder's come back and won games 2 and 3, and they're playing into game 4, but it's not final. But Ryder leads Aledo in the match 2-1. A win by Ryder would clinch them at least a share of the district championship. But that's kind of the first and second place teams, Ryder or Alito, that's to be decided. And then third or fourth is to be decided between the two Abilene schools. Wylie currently in third, and that's after tonight, no matter what, because Wylie is 3-3 to Cooper's 2-4. But again, the two schools meet still one more time. So there's a chance that they could still finish tied in the standings where they would have both split the head-to-head matchups, and thus that'd be a true tie. And they probably have to play. There goes sorry about that. We're at Wichita Falls High. There goes the PA again, blaring into our crowd night. But yeah, that's not quite decided, but it could be. It could be a true tie, or Wylie, if they take care of business, they could naturally beat Cooper the second time and go in as the third place team. But what we're saying is Wylie and Cooper are officially into the playoffs, as well as they have clinched first. So Wylie will be 3-3, Cooper 2-4, and we'll wait for the outcome tonight of Wichita Falls Ryder and Alito. But when Wylie clinches at 3-3, I've got to make the player of the game. I got two actually, but one has to be the senior, and that's Ginger Landman. As she knows, she gets to play into the playoffs her senior year, and she was the one senior in the big jump to Class 5A, and the competition we know has been tougher than Wylie is kind of used to playing, when you're used to playing a Snyder or a Sweetwater, and now you're playing Alito. That's a little bit tougher, but Ginger Landman, she's clinching a playoff berth, and her team is as well. Also had one other who had a good match tonight in the back row. Another player of the game is Lily New, number 10, Lily New. She is a junior, and she's a co-player of the game, as is, of course, senior number 14, Ginger Landman. They are Abilene Window and Door players of the game. Abilene Window and Door is the largest window and door showroom in West Texas. Abilene Window and Door, they're in Abilene at 4322 Sales Boulevard, or online at AbileneGlass.com. And so Wylie is coming home this Friday, and that's the last thing we say here as we get ready to sign off. But it's a big home game this Friday. It's homecoming for the football game, which starts at 7. But the volleyball team will play at home at 5. And they're also doing a special day, special night of Wylie volleyball. They're celebrating 10 years of Wylie volleyball, as Wylie first started playing volleyball as a varsity sport in 2008. That's when they chose to start the volleyball program, and so they are going to celebrate that fact with 10 years of Wylie volleyball. That's this Friday. Wichita Falls Ryder, a very, very tough opponent coming to town, but it's going to be just a great, great day for Wylie volleyball. Hope you're a part of it. Again, at Bulldog Gym for 10 years of Wylie volleyball, the last home game of this season. So make your plans for it. Again, 5 o'clock on the start for that one. Let's go ahead and sign off tonight, but we'll leave you with the final scores. Do thank our producer. Our producer was back at the KSLI studio. It was Nathan Wheaton producing this broadcast of Wylie volleyball. And for me, fans, my name is Matt McGraw, voice of Lady Dog Volleyball. My pleasure to bring you all this action, and good to know that in the first year of 5A volleyball, your Wylie Lady Dogs are heading to the playoffs. They're doing so after a straight set win over Wichita Falls, makes their district mark 3-3, as Wylie wins by the final scores 25-16, 25-15, and 25-18. You heard it all right here. Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball was presented by Dr. Pepper, and all our broadcasts are powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. We stream it at BulldogsLiveOnline.com and on phones with the new Bulldogs Live app, and on Abilene Radio at 1280 KSLI. Hope everyone stays dry and warm on this Tuesday night. Take care.
KSLI Abilene, broadcasting from the Slotsky Studio and online at 1280KSLI.com. Classic Country, KSL. Classic Country is KSLI 1280. Country 1280 KSLI.